We're going to open the meeting of Tuesday, December 23rd, 2025. Thanks everyone for coming out on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve. First item on our agenda are the minutes of December 4th. And December 9th.
I'll make a motion for the December 4th meeting minutes.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. How about December 9th?
I'll make a motion for the minutes of the December 9th, 25 meeting.
Second that motion.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Next item, resignations and appointments.
I'll make a motion to accept the resignation of West Brookfield Fire Department Deputy Chief Dan Santos.
Second.
Any discussion?
Is this after we had the fire department meeting?
Yeah, but Danny's been, if you read the resignation notice,
Yeah, he kind of.
he's been there for 40 years.
Okay, so these aren't just
This
new
isn't-
ones after
This
the
isn't,
after the
this
meeting
is, I don't know
was
that, I don't know that this is necessarily more fallout from
I think he's
the
been
chief resignation.
waiting, he was gone,
Yeah.
retiring for a while, planning on it at least.
So are we allowed to ask questions?
At some point in time, for you may be.
Because I'm not sure how this all works.
Yeah. It is an open meeting, but it's up to the chair's discretion whether to allow open comments and discussions. Generally, we do at the end of the meeting. Right?
Yeah.
Did you second the motion?
Yes, I just, I think we voted on it, and then I just had
Well,
questions.
we didn't vote on
We didn't vote on
Danny's. We didn't vote on Danny's. So, all in favor?
Aye.
All right. And I'd like to publicly thank Danny Santos for 40 years of service on the fire department.
I make a motion to accept the resignation of West Brookfield Fire Department on-call member Allison Marsh.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right. I'd like to thank as well Allison Marshall for her service on the fire department.
I make a motion to accept the resignation of West Brookfield Emergency Management member John McNeil.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right. I'd like to publicly thank John Pena for his service as an emergency management member. Next item on the agenda, Beach Drive plowing sanding discussion. Are you folks from Beach?
Yes.
Okay. We did send a letter out to the owner of the property where the chain is.
We haven't sent the second
Oh.
one out because we wanted to meet with them again, and we'll send out, we have their address.
Oh, so we don't even have the address of the property?
No, I
owner?
do,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I thought we had sent it out.
I think we wanted to just discuss it again, and then we'll send
Okay.
it out, whatever the decision is tonight, we'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I understand Mr. Daly went and checked the
Checked it several times.
yeah.
I live right next door, and there's a little turnaround in my area. Do you know, down that, right before their property?
Yeah, we can't turn, that's still not
That's
big enough, not for, well, we have a truck with a 9-foot plow and a sander on it, and it's just not big enough to turn around in there.
Because
Yeah.
the one that comes up to the top road,
There's no place to turn around there, now that's
Yeah.
big enough for our trucks
So-
safely.
I don't know if you were made aware, we found that we adopted in, was it 1974?
Is that
the
74?
true,
Yeah.
1974, so the plowing of private roads, just so you, we found what our guidelines were. The town will plow private roads only when the way has been plowed for at least 3 years, 2 or more residences located therein, the way is suitable width for town highway trucks to negotiate. There's adequate turnaround if one is needed. new ways we plowed on, if there are 2 or more residences located on said way where the distance to be plowed is not over a half a mile, or in case of 3 or more, the town will not plow farther than a half mile in private ways unless residences are located no farther than 500 feet apart. The town assumes no responsibility to plow any private way when, in the opinion of the driver, there is unreasonable danger to their equipment. The town assumes no responsibility for plowing of private ways until all public ways are cleared. And that was been enacted since November 26, 74.
Yeah, well, no, it's
Yeah.
always been plowed, it's just
Yeah.
this recent change.
Yeah,
We didn't plow last year either.
Right, I know, I mean, that's why.
yeah, and that's because it's no longer safe for our equipment to get down there.
We can't, what I told them is, you know, when it's clear, after a snowstorm, we can come down and plow it and clean it up as necessary with a, you know, a loader or a backhoe or with a small machine we can get down there with, but to go to plow it now, you have to back all the way out of that. I had to back out of it, wasn't my pickup truck, I couldn't turn around there,
Okay.
not safely.
And with the loader, how would you get a loader down there?
We have a little loader.
Oh, like a Bobcat kind of thing?
Right, you could go down there with that.
And,
But you can't take that out
No,
during
it
the
takes,
storm.
we don't people who do that kind of stuff, you know,
Yeah.
you know.
do you have the resources to do that, Jim?
After the storm, we do,
Okay.
not during the storm.
Not during it.
Even given the current?
Yeah, we can go clean it up. If we don't get to it, they can just give us a call, we'll come down and do it.
Okay. Unfortunately, I think that's about the best we're going to be able to do. We will send a letter out to the homeowner of the property that has the chain across, and if they're willing to move it, that will
If
give
we
us,
turn around here like we have been for all
Yeah.
these years, it's no problem.
it's just getting them to move the chain
They
so we
won't move
can.
it.
I mean-
Did you check out the very last house where, Mike,
Yeah, you can't turn around
You
there
can't
either.
turn around there either.
If you go up in there, you're gonna hit his fence, or you're gonna go over his grass, you're gonna
Which
is
is
a mess, and
a
I might get, you know, it's not safe. I have young guys that, in plowing, you know, it's with large equipment, and some of this stuff is expensive. The town just can't afford to fix something.
Well, I was gonna say, that becomes the issue,
And
is
it's a
if our
liability.
trucks go on private property
Yeah,
and then
and-
our guys with their
I mean-
trucks hit
I mean,
something, it's
Legally, we're supposed to be signing indemnification agreements
Yeah.
with every resident on there there's an agreement that's on the town website.
Yeah.
And you don't even do that.
Yeah.
We, you know, we do a lot of things that, we plow the roads, the private roads. It says private roads are plowed after all public roads are
Yep.
cleared. We plow private roads simultaneous with public
Yep.
roads.
where we can get
And
to.
we also salt them, and we treat some of these roads, and that was never even accepted by the selectmen to treat them, but we do it for safety reasons.
Yeah, no,
You know, and so, I mean, we're doing the best we can, you know.
no, and I think you guys are doing a great job.
We really, you know, like I said, we have no problem plowing it as long as we can plow it safely.
You know, if I could say that, you know, I appreciate the work you have done. And I think that, you know, this is a compromise, that you're willing to come down and
Right.
at least clean it out, and I thank you for that. And I thank you guys too. But I hope this doesn't really close it, you know, I think we have to come to a solution, you know, with the neighbor, and just to get a turnaround so we can bring it back. So, you know, what we have right now, where it'll come down and clean it at the end of the storm, that's the best we can do right now, and, you know, I'm
Yeah.
thankful for that.
And like I said, we will reach out to the property owner about the chain, but it's private property. We
Yeah.
can't force them to do anything. And are you all a member of the same lake association?
no, they're
Does your street have a lake association?
Different,
Hmm?
different one.
different
different
one.
street.
We have different.
Okay.
They have associations.
Oh, yeah, you guys are on the,
Both of them have associations.
Right.
Right.
but is your lake association,
We're in a different area.
you're Birch, right? Are you two?
We're White Birch Drive.
White
White
Birch,
Birch.
right. So for you two, I mean, has your association ever reached out to the homeowner?
Yes,
Yes.
And they're just saying no?
they don't live there. They're summer people, and they just don't want anyone on their yard, you know, so it's just difficult.
Yeah,
That's gonna be our dilemma.
yeah, given it's
We
private
can't.
property.
It's private property, and
And it's a private road.
In the town, which is even more annoying about it, is the town actually paved a little part of their driveway to turn around there, or
No, well, that was paid through, the town has a private road account that the town votes to fund repairs of private ways. if that money came out, it came out of account that was authorized by at town meeting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
but I'm saying they have
Yeah.
You know,
got the pavement and
yeah,
everything, and they still block it
You know,
off.
that's part of the, as long as the town has the money there, we do help out.
Oh, yeah.
Help out as much as we can.
Could I ask one other question?
of course.
I just want to ask this because there is a fire hydrant down there. And I'm wondering, I know it's residents' responsibility, if I'm correct, to clean those when they're covered with snow. Is that true?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Because
I
I'm
would
just,
think
I believe so. Everything I've seen
Yeah.
on city websites and
Yeah.
stuff around
yeah,
those
I'm just
natures,
curious if there's
you're
any
required.
fines for not doing it.
You're talking about the fire hydrant?
Yeah, not clearing it if it's on your property.
Maybe that's something we could
That's that's something we have to
You know,
look
just
into.
when
to
he
clarify,
starts
so we
building
can
up
pass the
fines for
information
not
back.
being-
We can pass the information back once we verify with the interim fire chief,
Yeah.
just to make sure we're all understanding what needs to be done by who.
And it sounds like what Jim's saying. He's still going to come down and plow it after the storm. It's
Yeah.
just
Right.
it's just going to
Oh, yeah,
yeah, it's
clean it with a
clean
bobcat.
it up. Yeah.
And I
It's
noticed
a little bit different than a plow.
the last storm, you're down there with the little loader cleaning that little
Yeah.
sidewalk across.
Yeah,
from
and
the-
whatever you need, just give it, if I miss, just call us, we're available, you know.
Oh, thank you.
If I do miss something, you know.
Mhm.
They have a lot of new guys, you know.
Yeah.
It's-
You actually talked to my wife.
Yeah, right,
The other
yeah,
day.
I did, yeah, she's very nice, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's why I married her.
Yeah.
Who would have known?
The other way around.
You said no comments, right?
For the gallery?
All right, so if there's no other discussion about Beach Drive. We'll be coming down after the storms. Jim will be cleaning up with his crew with using a small
Small machine.
machine. And if for some reason he's not down there, please feel free to call Highway and he'll come right down.
And if you need anything from us,
Okay, yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
appreciate that.
And we'll still reach out to the homeowner and see if we can ask nicely.
yeah,
Couple
Yeah.
hot chocolates and some cookies.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to the interim chief, fire chief, to see about the fire hydrant, just to make sure who cleans that
Yeah.
out, just to make sure.
All right, moving on. White Birch Drive residents request for plowing, sanding. Assuming you guys are from White
That's
Birch.
us.
Okay.
My name's Robert Kemp. I lived up there for 35 years. Always had a plow accounts that I took care of. Always had my own truck to take care of both my own road and the neighbors that lived on it, and my own driveway, obviously. And my truck pretty much, it's been 35 years, so I've gone through whatever, 3 or 4 trucks, say.
Mhm.
And this truck has pretty much had it. I took it off the road. It's kind of limping along. I did the road and the driveway this last storm, but I see my neighbor all the time walking the dogs. I said, this is kind of come to an end. I don't think gonna be able to do it anymore as far as our road goes. And I said that maybe we could contact the town. I called the highway department. They said this is the course of action. We did have to come to see you guys in regards to it. That's kind of where we're at.
Okay.
There's four people that live on the road. Just the 2 of us showed up tonight.
How long is the road?
I didn't measure it, but it kind of dead ends at the bottom of well, it doesn't dead end at the bottom of my driveway, but that's where it stops with the houses. Houses go up. So you walk it 5 times a day, so it's probably not even a quarter.
5
mile.
times?
Not even a quarter mile.
A little
Maybe-
less than a quarter of a mile.
I figured you'd be right on with that.
I got it. There's plenty of room to turn around for a truck, though.
So at the bottom of the driveway, there's a huge, I think Bill's familiar with that, there's a big clearing. And I know the town is strained with funds and everything. We're looking for some help. I don't know if it's available to us or not, but
Yeah, the town is more than strained when it comes to funds right now. Now Jim, have we ever plowed White Birch Drive?
No.
No.
No, we haven't had any,
Haven't added anything.
Haven't had anything,
Since 1974?
no, since 1974,
Yes.
that's the list I've been working to.
So I know the town is, you know, you guys plow across the way, shoreline drive.
We do plow, that's been on the list forever. I can tell you right now, that road, we really shouldn't be plowing it because it's so bad. We
Right.
beat the heck out of those
And,
trucks. But I haven't taken off the list because I just don't want to ruffle those feathers, but by all rights, we shouldn't be plowing that because
And
it's.
there's probably less houses on that
and-
road.
No, so it meets the qualifications.
There really is.
It meets the
So part of
qualifications for,
So,
I think, but the question is
Two-thirds of the line?
that is the money thing. This year we had to put on a subcontracted truck because we couldn't get manpower to do it.
Yeah.
That truck costs $150 an hour. And then if you want to make, if you add one, you may have others that follow that want to be added, and that's up to the board to what they do.
so the only thing I will say is, our road is kept up. Brought in tons of gravel, dense grade to make sure that the road is sufficient for all of us to pass through. It's not like it's a hazard to.
No, that's not the issue, I don't think.
I don't think
No.
that's the issue at
So the
all.
roads
I'm
in-
just trying to.
The roads in-
Yeah, I brought
That out of the way.
I brought gravel up to those guys, and he's great at it off.
He does, but besides that, we've
He's done more.
We've
It's fine.
bought tons of tracks, loads of gravel and dense grade to make the road nice, because we want it nice.
Mhm.
And I wouldn't be here asking for help if we didn't need it.
Have you guys met collectively, all the neighbors, and
So it's,
try to pull
It's basically
money to hire a plow guy to come through and do the
we
road?
haven't. We figured we'd start here, because I believe what you read off of from the bylaw, was it 1974?
Yeah.
How many people live on the road?
Yeah.
Whether you meet qualifications, I know it's up to you guys' decision, but, the road's it's not a 2-mile long road, it's a,
No, and what was accepted in 1974 starts off with, "The way has been plowed for the last 3 years."
Yeah, and two or more residences located there.
Yeah, which there are. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
So
this is, I mean, it was,
when they
it
did this,
was
they looked at
adopted
what
in
was-
'74, but it looks like they might have revised it at
They
some
did,
point.
just because
But there's no date on it. So
they
when,
did revise it.
I did ask.
I'm looking at the selectmen, and
Yeah.
I don't remember, I wasn't around when Barry or Mike.
They revised, there was an older one version of this, I
Yeah,
had somewhere.
well, it's in here too.
It's-
It wasn't-
attached,
They
yeah.
revised it.
Yeah.
I don't know
Well, there's
why.
no, I don't know why there's no date on it,
Well,
but it seems to be
I know
a
Barry
little bit of
was
an
here in
oversight.
2012.
He was?
I
was
don't know
here-
how much before that.
I was here in 2012. I wasn't
I don't know
involved in the
before
town
that.
politics, but, well, I mean,
So
it must have been during his term.
And look, see if we can find something if you want.
No, it's okay. I mean, it was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
relatively speaking, it was reviewed not that long ago, within the last 15 years, it looks like. 10, 15 years.
my concern is we have a list that we've been doing since 1974, and that was the list that we were going with, as long as they were maintained and our trucks could get down there. We would
Right.
continue to do those. And I don't believe we've ever added anything, so I'm a bit
Yeah.
concerned about adding new ones that I don't know if it will start to add more of them in the future, if we do. Is my only
And
concern.
especially given the financial considerations that we're under right now.
Well, and that we're not able to plow, that we're hiring a outside contractor to do it because we don't have the resources as it is, so
No, we
I'm a bit
don't.
concerned about that.
We don't. You know, if the town were in better financial shape, the road seems to meet all the criteria that were laid out by prior boards, so I wouldn't have a problem adding it myself, or requesting that it be added. But given, just what's happening this, I mean, I don't know if you are all aware, we're in a hiring freeze and a spending freeze right now, for the rest of the fiscal year. So to add the expense of plowing into the road would seem to be,
Let me ask you this.
yes, sir.
If we lighten the load and we got it plowed, would the town consider sanding
Might be
going up?
Jim.
It's a dirt road, so when it gets plowed and then you get melt, it turns, to ice.
Yeah,
We
obviously.
sand on Council Grove roads upon request.
So
If
would they consider that?
Whispering Pine calls us, for example, when it needs to be sanded or salted, and then we go on request. That's how we do it. So
Okay.
if it's requested, called in to us, we'll do it. We're not gonna do it as a regular, like every time. It's on.
Because you're not out looking to see the conditions of the
Upon
road.
request, we will go out.
okay. So, if you call him, he'll come down and sand. Do you have comments?
I'm fine with the salt and the sanding. It just sounds like it's we're talking about doing like 5% cuts on board across this next coming fiscal budget. If you guys weren't aware of that either, but we're in a very bleak financial situation. And, it also came to the lighting of the tree that everyone seemed to, you know what I mean? The town wasn't able to help out with any of that, and we would have loved to. But yeah, I think probably the best course is if you guys could handle the plowing, and it got really bad with the ice, to give Jim a call if he has time. I think that's going to be the unfortunate outcome.
Can we revisit this possibly next year?
Of course.
Yep.
Revisit whenever you'd like.
So
Well, I would say not this year, but certainly next year.
so we get through this year, we can revisit this next year.
Yeah. I think we should probably make it official, though. I think we should take a
I mean,
vote.
it's kind of a funny situation. The town wanted to turn that area where we live, they want to change zoning bylaws up there so there can be more houses built.
Mm-hmm.
But then they don't want to take care of the roads. So it's kind of a conflict for us. We live up there for the privacy, because we
Mhm.
love it. And we take into consideration that we live on dirt roads. But then when the town puts their foot in it and says, oh, we're gonna change the zoning, nowhere else in town do they wanna change zoning but Brookhaven. And they wanna stuff more houses up there because we're in a housing crisis. There's not enough land. The state's trying to mandate these small towns to make more room for housing.
Sure.
And then they pick our little spot where we are,
Not just housing, but affordable
which we
housing.
love.
Yeah.
And then we want to stuff more houses in there, but we don't want to take care of your roads, and we're going to get more tax money for the town, but we don't want to take care of the roads. So that's the other side of it that we get frustrated with,
So
just to let you know.
No, I understand where you're coming from. I really do.
So when you say the town, are you talking about planning board?
The planning board.
Okay.
It's already gone to a town meeting and was voted down. Well, actually, they knew it was going to get voted down, so they took it off the document.
Right. So,
So
if they bring it up again,
from statutes
Right.
regarding town funds and private ways,
The
you can
road-
actually take it to a town meeting and a petition of 200 registered voters or 20% of the total number, and then vote on it being maintained. But then that opens up your roadway to public use.
But it's also got to be, it's got to meet the standards.
Yeah, and it's got to be
Yeah.
the standard.
First, the road's got to be brought up to the standards before you can do
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
so,
Yeah.
any other comments?
No.
No. So, I do think we should take a vote on this just to put it in the record. So I'm open to a motion.
Make a motion that we will not be plowing White Birch
How about we
Drive.
make a motion to plow and
Start
then
shoveling.
vote yes or no?
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought we were going to do the whole thing of what we just talked about agreeing to. Okay. So
Yeah. We don't need to stay for the
make
rest
a
of the meeting,
motion not,
unless you
to
want to hear
plow.
what else is going on in town.
Okay.
Good to
We
see
can,
you.
if you want to do it in negative, we
Merry
can.
Christmas to you.
Thank you.
I would
Take
say,
care, guys.
though, I would have,
Thank
for
Thank you.
for
Merry
me,
Christmas, guys.
my
Thank you.
opinion would be the motion, which should read like, I would accept a motion to, to plow White Birch Drive Road, and then we could vote yea or nay on that.
I'd say make a motion not to add White Birch Road to a list
We
of
could do that.
Yeah.
private roads to be plowed.
So what was your,
I'd say
okay,
make a motion to not
Yeah.
add White Birch Drive to private roadways listed as plowed by the town.
okay.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right.
Just maybe must have a little stipulation or something of if they call a request with a.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
standard practice.
Yeah, that's standard. Okay,
That's standard
alright,
practice.
Standard practice. Okay.
Next item on the agenda is the MOU for CDL certification reimbursement.
So this has all the changes, I give you the red line and the final from Chris Petrini. And he said just a few, it is all set to go. There are no issues with it.
No issues with that? Okay.
There is a red line in here.
Should be a red line copy of that. I'll send it to you.
Oh, is this the blue one that's here?
Yes, exactly, yeah. But it came out blue when I printed. You can read that alongside if you want. That's the final. So we added the figure, the dollar figure, it wasn't there. A couple of minor
Oh,
changes he
$4,000.
asked to.
Okay, I asked. Yeah, it was about. I thought it was 2,000. Okay, glad I asked.
Okay. So the only three changes were the exemptions must be approved by the board. From the last time we voted on this? The blue line is what was
Yeah,
changed from the last
I think
time.
the
yeah.
blue line's
They
been
were
added,
red on
right?
that
Yeah.
line,
The blue
yes.
line's got all
Yeah.
of it in.
Okay, but the one piece that I brought up that I asked, and Teresa was gonna check with town council, is about the repayment part of this.
I think they did write about that, and I know,
Because I'm not seeing anything redlined in that whole paragraph.
I think it might have had
Because
to
it said we're
stay
gonna
as
send an
is.
invoice to the employee, and I said, why aren't we taking it from their last paycheck?
I know that there's reference to, okay, let's see.
And it says with the
Okay.
employee's written
Sorry, it's just-
authorization.
He's got, to came back, I didn't wanna slap at everybody's book.
It says in the method of repayment, town may recur payment by payroll deduction where permitted by law.
Yep, which says you can't without their written authorization, so where's the written authorization? That's where, from the employee to
Right.
deduct
You
it
mean in
from
the
their pay.
MOU? Right. With repayment shall be due within 30 days. Town may recover payment by payroll
Yeah, so
deduction.
Any comments, it's just a change.
With their authorization. Or by
So either A,
notice.
they'd have to pay within 30 days, or they'd have to give us the written authorization to remove it from their last paycheck. But otherwise, they still have to pay it back within 30 days.
Right, so
We
one of
invoice
the
them.
suggestions, I looked at it and said, if they're signing a written authorization when they're requesting the reimbursement, giving us that authorization at that time, then we're allowed to take it out of their last paycheck.
Right.
Whatever we can recoup, and then invoice them for the difference. Because it won't be a $4,000 check. The taxes have to be taken out, obviously. But then what would be left would go towards paying that bill if they don't stay here for the 2 years. And that's what I had asked
Right, I think he's
Teresa.
just referring to the laws, that's all. They would for the laws, the wage laws.
Yeah, which the
rather
wage
than
laws
spelling
say.
it out.
Yeah,
Yep.
but what the
So
wage,
I think the only problem with having that is if we take it out of their last check or take whatever that we think they owe us out of the last check, how are they supposed to be able to ask for an exemption if we've already recovered the monies from their last paycheck?
Why would they ask for an exemption?
Hardship?
Well,
I mean, there's language in here to allow for it. There's language in here that says the exceptions, the town may at its sole discretion forgive full or partial repayment in case of layoff, medical death, or the other circumstances need. So how are they supposed to ask for that if we've already taken the money out of the check?
we wouldn't be taking the money out until after they left us, because they get a paycheck after they leave us.
Their last check.
Right.
But it may not, what if it doesn't fall in the Board of Selectmen meeting? It has to come to us first.
Mhm.
I'm just having a difficult time. I understand we need to do the CDL license. I'm willing to work with employees to reimburse them for that. I'm trying to protect the town of just spending $4,000 and the person leaves 6 months later.
Right, and we have methods to recover it, but we also have methods for exceptions. So if I understand what you're saying, but it would make it hard. You know, if somebody's been here for 18 months
Mhm.
and they have a parent pass away that happens to live in Florida and they're going to Florida and they're leaving here forever, would we want to, after 18 months, would we make that person pay the full amount back? I don't know, maybe not. But I don't think it would be, if they want to file for the exception, I don't think it would be right to just take it from their check and then grant the exception, then we have to figure out a way
To pay it
to
back.
repay it back.
Yeah.
Then we just pay a paycheck after that to give them the
But
difference.
you've already given them paycheck. I think it makes it a little more complicated, but if you want to, you know,
I think it makes people think twice of like, if we're committing to pay out $4,000 for somebody to get a license to work here,
mhm,
to have some commitment to us for a 2-year period of time.
mhm.
And without having to send an invoice and wait to try to collect the money from this person after they've left our employment is my concern.
No, I think we all agree on that basis.
And I know there may be exceptions to it, which we could deal with at the time, but not having any written authorization, because by law, without a written authorization from the employee, you can't take things from their paycheck.
Right.
So we would not be able to deduct it, anything.
We could actually get that written authorization at the time they leave.
Actually, the written authorization would be when they first start.
Well, we could do it either
When they
way.
request the reimbursement,
Well, no, when the employee hands their notice in, we could say, okay, well, you're going to owe us for reimbursement, so we sign this authorization form so that we can take it from your last check.
and if
We
they
can do
don't,
it.
we can't collect it, we can't deduct it. Versus when they're submitting the reimbursement, asking for the money to begin with, they're signing the authorization saying if they don't stay here for 2 years, they owe us back, and we will deduct whatever we can from their last paycheck and bill them for the rest. But this MOU doesn't indicate anything about that reimbursement request form saying anything of that. And that was the one thing that I had asked for at the last meeting, was
Okay.
to try to do that.
Yeah, so let's go back to council with it and table this for another meeting.
Yep. I mean, I want to get the employee to be able to get his license, but I'm trying to protect the town at the same
No,
time.
I understand. I mean, that's why I wanted to do an MOU and
Yeah.
begin with, because I didn't want to just.
And I'm
Just-
sorry it's
No, that's
taken
nice.
long, but that's what I had asked for at the last meeting.
I found out that some of the towns didn't do an MOU, and they got burned for that money. And I knowing, you know,
Yeah.
that's not, so that's the only way to do it is the right way. So that's why I'm doing
Yeah.
the process.
Mhm.
You know?
And I feel bad because when it was brought to us at the meeting, which was
Yeah.
probably 2 meetings ago now, I had brought up that and thought we were going to get it clarified, so when it came back, we'd be all set.
Yeah, I mean, he's a young man, and
Yeah.
he's anxious to get going.
Yeah,
and,
I don't blame him.
And I,
Yeah. So we're holding somebody up over
he's-
this?
And he's kind of like, I told him, well, I hopefully it gets done tonight. He actually asked me this morning, and
Yeah.
because he wants to get going, especially with, you know, to start the new year. He wants to get started. He's a gun-ho kid. He's a
So-
really good kid, you know.
Can we take, what's his role going to be?
He's a regular operator. He's full-fledged operator mechanic.
Um,
Actually, he's very talented.
I mean,
He's very mechanically
couldn't
inclined.
we just
When would he start
Draft a
taking
written-
CDL?
He's ready to sign up right now. He's ready to go. As he's been ready to go. He's kind of waiting.
He can start anytime he wants. There's not like classes that start on a particular day.
Yeah, there's like, yeah, you probably have to schedule it, but it's going to be the weekends.
Yeah.
So it's going to be.
Is he working for you now or no?
Yeah, full time. Yeah.
Oh, he is
Yeah.
currently
Yeah,
working for you. He's just not driving.
He drives the other trucks, smaller trucks. He has hydraulics license.
All right.
He's but
He can do things, but not
he's
everything.
doing
you need.
plenty. We're keeping him busy. Don't worry.
Okay, you keep him
Yeah,
busy.
yeah,
All
plenty
right.
to do.
My concern was that he wasn't employed.
He's
He was
Mark's,
waiting for us.
Mark's right hand man.
Is he?
Yeah. And that's my only concern.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. No, I agree. I want to get it done the right way. So if it takes a long.
I just don't want the revolving
No, I
door
understand.
going in and out, and they get a license out of us and training.
No,
and-
absolutely, absolutely.
That's not
I agree,
fair.
100%.
That's my concern, and I thought we were going to get
That's
it
just if
addressed.
we can just try to get it done next time. That's all.
So specifically from Chris, how do you want me to phrase this?
why don't we draft
Let me
up a
ask.
written authorization and then send that to Chris and say, is this applicable?
In
To
addition
have
to the
an,
MOU,
to have
as
an,
like an
well,
addendum?
to
I was
have an
gonna
employee
say-
sign it.
Even to me, the reimbursement request form needs to have the statement on it of what we're saying, that, like, we're
Yep.
going to take it out of your last paycheck, and then we're going to invoice you for the difference.
Yep.
And it's going to need to be paid within 30 days, and that becomes an appendix to this
Right.
MOU.
Right. Okay.
So if it has that language in there, I know about the law and being able to deduct it, I understand that, but the law doesn't specify you can take that. It doesn't say anything other than
Right.
whatever the employee agrees to.
Right. He has to sign that he agrees to that.
Right, and
Absolutely.
if the reimbursement request, where he's requesting the $4,000 or whatever it
Mhm,
costs,
mhm.
on that form, he's signing that, and that's part of this agreement that the union's saying yes to, and the employee's
Mm-hmm.
saying yes to, and then we're all good. Then they can deduct what we can from the paycheck and invoice them for any difference.
Okay. I wonder if that has to go, does that have to go to the union
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the union.
again?
Yeah,
Okay.
and just tell them, we're gonna have that as an appendix to what
Yep,
they've already
yep,
seen,
yep. Okay.
because this isn't really complete. And I can see if I can find a form that we could just make life a little bit easier and send off a form and let them edit it rather than creating one.
Yep, just adapt. I can look and see if I can find one and adapt it. That's what we can do.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
I don't know if we have any forms like that we
I don't
use
think
for
anything
other
here
things.
now, but I
Yeah.
can see if there's other communities that might have something
Yeah.
similar.
Okay, if you need something.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
All right. Yeah, head out. Thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks,
Merry
Jim.
Christmas,
you.
Jim.
Can I just ask you a
Merry
question?
Christmas, guys. Next item on the agenda is Lou Soxtown Takeover 2026 dates.
This is just a fun thing. So
Yeah.
it is really, so basically they sent out a list of this is our dates next year. We want to get people already slotted in. So they came up with a bunch of just dates and if there's any dates that you think, obviously we're not going to go around.
That's a lot of dates.
Yeah.
Wow, I guess so.
Like the ATM and stuff, go away from the date. But what do you think? Summertime? Should we go for summer? I would think it was warmer time of the
I would
year.
go with the fact of pulling 2 dates because I was called to do the honor guard for one night for Sturbridge and it ended up being rained out.
Oh,
So the game was canceled. Then we weren't able to do it. They pushed the takeover to another event, to another day. So maybe say, hey, we'll do this date and then.
Well, I didn't realize they did that for rain-outs and the town takeovers.
Maybe.
It would probably be helpful also to have some summer dates that we won't have students in school, so they could go out.
Yeah,
for a
I'll
game
look at the
and
calendars
not
and
worry about
see.
having to get back to school.
Have a true
Or missing family
town, a true
vacations.
town
Two
takeover.
dates, yeah,
Right.
2 dates, and
Yeah.
and definitely the summertime I think would be better.
I agree.
Myself,
It can get
When does the
cold in
school?
spring,
When school
so-
ends? Well, June's when school ends. I know that because that's
School
when.
ends.
End of
That's when you're out.
end
Yeah,
of
that's
June,
what I
right?
know.
Like the third week or something. I
yeah,
think, or it's after
somewhere
a town meeting.
somewhere after that.
All right. Stick that down there. It'll still be warmer September, but we'll just come up with a couple of dates for them. Look at the school schedules too. So.
Do you want to give them a couple of days, or do you want us to give you a couple of days?
Yeah, I can look through the calendar and just see what would be good days
Yeah.
for work, and then, yeah.
I mean, I think it,
How about
like,
during the week? I mean,
Maybe-
some of these are Tuesdays,
I'd say maybe
Joining
like
them
a
like a Thursday or,
maybe like a Sunday, August 9th, or a Sunday, the July 12th.
Sundays, I think,
Or-
at 1 o'clock, I think, generally, the
Yeah, so
Sunday.
Sunday,
Sundays are
Sunday
all
or
for
a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do like
Yeah.
a Sunday one and maybe like one night one, like a Thursday one, if we're talking about having two.
Yeah, if you do nighttime, you'll have the fireworks. You won't have the fireworks, you won't see them.
no, they're only on
Sunday.
Fridays, they're only on Fridays. There's no
There's
Friday
Fridays
dates in
there.
here.
Yeah,
No, Sunday afternoon's always nice in the summertime at the
Yeah.
park.
yeah,
I agree.
Sundays. All right, go for a Sunday.
All right.
See, okay.
Yeah, when parents aren't working.
Your parents aren't working?
No, I say when parents aren't working.
Yeah.
Weekdays.
Yeah.
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 Otherwise, it's, yeah,
Well,
shipping
it's, they
kids to and
do,
from.
they actually do on Wednesdays throughout the year, but in
They
the
do,
summertime.
law enforcement appreciation on Wednesdays.
Well, they do, yeah, they do first responders and they do a lot of field trips for summer camps.
Mhm.
The place on Wednesday afternoons is a zoo. You'd think there'd be nobody there, but it's kids running.
We had ours
It's
Wednesday
awesome.
this year. Because they came up with a water ticket, like, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
For everybody, so which is nice.
All right, next item on the agenda is the treasury warrants.
Make a motion to approve the fiscal 26 accounts payable warrant number 13 and fiscal 26 payroll warrant number 13 as presented.
Second, sorry.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We don't have a TA report, did you have?
We do not have a TA
That's
report.
right, yeah. He's probably sleeping.
So then we have other business. We have any other business?
So good thing to add. I know everyone's not a big fan of the expansion of the Route 9 project. However, I'm looking at the future of trying to bring people to this town. I think it should move forward. But if you didn't see recently, Healy just is giving a lot more money to towns to provide work on local roads, so your Chapter 90 fund won't be used as much for other maintenance. So I don't know if you saw that, which I brought up with Jim here, but so hopefully that'll take care of a lot more of our roadways that would use those funds,
Hopefully.
and we can use those funds for other expansions.
Yep.
And
Well,
I
we
did,
can't count on that.
No,
no, I did attend a meeting with Teresa and CMRPC
Mhm.
representatives. And the designer going through a number of plans of trying to strategically figure out what grant opportunities are coming up. There's one grant that's coming up, I think Ann said it was January 16th, 13th.
Mhm.
in the red folder.
And
Yeah. I'm not sure what's in there.
they're trying to leverage as many of the grant funds we can for applications to offset the Route 9 costs to keep it moving.
Right, with additional ones that you,
Correct, it's in
Team with
layers.
us,
We talked
yep.
about the CDBG grant. We talked about, there's 2 grant applications with Mass DOT. So they're looking at all those possibilities and getting documents together to be able to continue to do that.
I mean, I think it's the best for the town's future. I mean, it's opening up roadways, it's making things more passable for people to come into town, you know, I mean, we're talking about trying to bring business in
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
raise new growth. I mean, I think that's,
It
It
is.
is.
I
but
think the
it's-
concern is, for the local taxpayers to be paying a large sum of money for that project is gonna be difficult with all the other financial constraints we have right now.
Yeah. Oh, I
So
100%
that's
agree
why
with
we're
that.
seeking whatever grant funding on the federal level, state level we can to keep
Yep.
that piece. And it is important on that state level, they want it done too.
Oh, yeah, 100%. It's just the meeting minutes for signatures. I took care of it, yeah.
Any other business?
no, we have another, the mass preservation, you get a flyer and then I think it was, right underneath your book now, but
Well, then that's the
arrange for
question.
that, hopefully, we could get something for
Yeah,
town
yeah.
hall.
How do you want to go forward? Like I said, I'm not changing the address until June.
Oh, for you? I don't know. What do you think, Tammy?
I think it's just important that wherever you're deeming you're a resident, that's
So,
where you're
so,
deeming
so
you're a
yeah,
resident.
until February,
Mhm.
I'm off into training, so I'll be coming back.
Yep.
Until June. Once June comes, that's when everything will officially
Will,
change.
will you be, I know you said your legal residence is gonna stay here?
Yep.
Will you be spending more time there or here?
Well, my schedule once I get off of training, so the 5 weeks of FLETC in Maryland, and then the 1 week in DC. That'll be time where I'm actually down there staying, because I'm Monday through Friday training, and
So
then once
January into February.
January to February. Then after February, my schedule changes to 4 on, 4 off, and my 4 off days, I'll be coming back here to help get everything ready with the family. Again, it's up to you guys. If you want to push forward with you two and make that decision, that's fine. I mean, if you have big meetings, I'd be available for Zoom, but I wanted to give you guys that.
Yeah,
option.
no, I appreciate it.
Well, I think even if we end up appointing somebody, it'd be one thing, but they'd have to take papers and run in the May election anyhow. Even if we called a special, by the time they took the papers out, it'd probably be May.
Right.
Yeah, well,
right.
yeah, there's no point in having a special right
Right.
now. There's not
Yeah.
enough
No.
time.
No.
So,
And to find candidates that'd be interested to do that, but maybe to let the public know that there will be a vacancy. Your term was gonna be
Yeah,
up
my turn will be up this year.
anyhow in
Yeah.
May. Okay.
yeah, so, I mean, we'll obviously let people know that there's,
So then what will happen is in May you won't run.
Right.
For sure.
yeah.
Which that's
It's
already
what-
been
what's gonna
documented
happen.
with the clerk.
Okay.
She asked, cause she had to do her paperwork to get that started if I was gonna rerun.
Okay.
No.
I would say then, I mean, my opinion would be, obviously we value your input. So if you're able to make it, and if you're not, I've never been,
The Zoom stuff has worked pretty good when I've been on, and like I said, it's not like I'll be working patrol at that time. I'll have like more dedicated time to sit back.
yeah, I just think it's hard depending to really, if you're zooming in while you can't really serve two masters if you're supposed to be working and zooming in at the same time.
Well, no. My
not
schedule will be
sure.
7 to 4.
7 to
So
4,
anything
okay.
after Monday through Friday,
Okay,
I'm off. So that was the toughest thing, was when I was zooming.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, if your residency's here, you determine what day your residency is
Right.
changing.
Yep.
Up until May, and you're not gonna run in May again.
so,
Yeah.
And then it's a matter of really letting townspeople know, so if there's a candidate that wants to run in May again, or wants to run in May, I should say.
hopefully somebody runs in May. Two-person boards not an easy
Yeah, right.
thing. Yeah.
Because then we would be appointing somebody.
No, we'd have to.
Hey, guess what?
Oh,
Merry
we'd have to
Christmas.
have- We'd have to keep holding
Write-ins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we end up doing, is going down the write-ins.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, my neighbor, he's the he was highway superintendent in Holden. He moved. He's right down the street. He's living in West Brookfield now. He's with the superintendent for Brookfield.
Oh.
He seems to be showing some interest. He's on my kids' basketball game, so maybe I can
Yeah,
start.
I encourage
Let them
anyone
know.
to run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More volunteerism is definitely needed.
Well, it's good to know what the town's doing.
Any other business?
I don't have
No?
any.
Comments, concerns? Sir?
I'd kind of like to know the reasons behind all the resignations on the fire department. AMT.
We got to be careful what we say, because there's a lot of stuff that happen on executive sessions with lawyers and stuff of that nature.
Yeah.
There seemed to be some internal conflicts that were going on between the fire department members. They have since been rectified with some of these resignations. Is that safe to possibly say?
I would be very, 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 very carefal
Yeah.
what you say.
We have had them.
I did
Tammy
attend
had
a
a
fire
attend.
department meeting
Yep.
with the staff that is
Yep.
here. and our new interim fire chief,
Mm-hmm.
Chief Latender, who's also the fire chief in New Braintree.
Mhm.
So he's going to be filling in, as well as Brookfield's fire chief. And
When are we posted the
Morning.
position?
They're reaching out to Chief Coleman, who's the District 7
Okay,
guy, and to former search committee.
okay, awesome.
So we're gonna move forward with that, but there are some things Dennis wants to talk to Teresa about first,
All right.
before they go forward.
But the from what I heard, the current members are happy with the progress that's being made from the town. With Dennis coming in as the interim and trying to make sure everything moves forward and make sure that we hire the appropriate fire chief to resume that.
I think
position.
that was the important part that I heard from that meeting
Yep.
with the staff that's here is they would like us to take our time and find the right person, not delay, but find the right person more than trying to find a quick person was their, and I did let them know if there were things that they felt were needed, and Chief Latender was looking at that as well with them, as well as the other two chiefs that are helping in the process. If there are things that need to be done that haven't been done yet, some inspections that get scheduled,
Mhm.
review all those things with the staff that's there, and then bring forward a list of things that they need to possibly have our attention to, either
Yep.
get done or consult with. And I'm sure he'll be talking with Teresa. But
Yep.
those are some of the things that we talked about, inspections that needed to be done. He's gonna be training a few of the people to do some things in the fire department that, just so there's more bandwidth
Yep.
than just the chief doing
Yep.
things. So some of the fire staff that were there were willing to take some of the online trainings that are free and go along with him to do some of these inspections to
He's
learn.
already stepped in last Friday or two.
Yep.
Yep, to do that,
Yeah.
so.
Because, even the smoke detector inspections, when people sell their house, you need the fire department, you
Sure.
need somebody, so he's also looking at
Yeah.
training some of those. So those are the kind of things that are coming up, and Chief Latender did mention this is the next few weeks and month, it's very busy time, because there's a lot of those things that are popping up right now.
Yeah, the year-end inspections.
So it seems like that's what's happening right now in the fire department.
Okay. One more question. Since you guys brought up the Route 9 expansion
Mhm.
project, is there any chance after all this is done that that road would meet state requirements for Mass Highway to take over the maintenance of that road?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a great question.
I
Wish Jim
think,
was still here.
Yeah, I think MassDOT acquires certain portions of the road that they deem as the state. I just don't know if they would
Yeah.
take that on or not.
If they would accept it after all that.
Right off all that
Yeah.
work.
I don't know if that's what the issue has been, or, don't know.
Do you guys know who the Board of Health is?
Would be downstairs, but Alex isn't in
Oh.
today. She was ill. If you hang on a minute, I can speak to you if you want to
Okay, yeah,
give me
take
something
your
like
time.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's something, if it gets all done, then maybe look at
Yeah,
Mass
because
Dot
I've
taking
grown
over.
up in this area, and I remember people talking about trying to get the state to take over that road when I was a kid.
Well, I mean, the main goal of the project is to make the road safer,
Yeah.
so.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah.
And it's going a long way towards that. Anything else, sir?
That's all I
All
got.
right.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Thank you for your time.
Well, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Our next Board of Selectmen meeting will be January 6th at 6 PM. Accept the motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Bye.
Aye, meeting is adjourned. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.